We are going to look at the rules of Concord. Talking about Concord, Concord simply means what? Agreement, right? Concord simply means agreement. So, in writing a sentence, all the elements of the sentence must agree, must be in concord. A sentence, you always say that a sentence is a group of words that make what? Complete sense, right? Group of words that make a complete sense gives you a sentence, is it not? Now, if you have, give me any sentence. Obi is kicking the ball. Let's examine this sentence. If you look at this, Obi here is the name of the person, right? Is it not? Kicking and the ball. Now, if you look at this, every complete sentence must have at least a subject and a verb, right? Or a predicate. Now, looking at this, what is the subject here? What? Right? Obi is a subject here. Who the sentence is talking about? So Obi here is the subject. Now, kicking is an action word, right? So kick is an action word. So here, kicking is what? Is a verb. Now, the ball is what here? The object. The object. What of is? Is what? Is what? Is. Okay, this is an auxiliary verb, right? Helping verb, is it not? Good. Now, if you look at this, each part of this sentence must agree. That is where the rules of Concord comes in. So let's take the first one. There are actually 24. Some books give more than 24. But let's take the basic ones first. The first one here is subject-verb concord. Subject-verb concord. At least we know what subject is now and what the verb is. Now, subject-verb concord states that singular subject must go with singular verb. Do you get that? You can write it down. For the first one, subject-verb concord. Subject-verb concord states that singular subjects must go with singular verb. Must go with singular verb. And plural subjects must go with plural verbs. Alright, so you cannot have a singular subject and the verb becomes plural. For example, if you have something like this, James. Among these two sentences, the first one says James kick the ball, and the second says James kicks the ball. Which is correct? The second one, if you look at this subject, is it singular or plural? Singular, right? Now, the verb kick, is it singular or plural? Is it singular or plural? This is plural. Is it singular or plural? Singular, right? Singular or plural? Singular. Now you should note that if you add s to a verb, it becomes singular. If you add s to a noun, it becomes what? Plural, right? For example, ball. Is ball a verb or a noun? A noun, right? So if I add s to it, is this singular or plural? This is plural. But if I have something like this, it, is this a noun or a verb? A verb, right? It's an action word. Now, if I add s to it, is it singular or plural? Singular. So note that if s is added to a verb, it becomes what? It becomes singular. For example, it is right to say Daniel eats every day. Daniel is singular, is it not? Eats. Singular also. You can't say Daniel eats every day. It's wrong to say that. Do you get that? Alright, so the first one here, the subject and the verb must agree. Must agree. That is why you must have singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. Do we get that point very well? Do you get it? Now let's consider this. The first example I cited, we didn't see everybody or everyone, but there was an object there. In a case like this, when everybody or everyone is used in a sentence, the object used should be his or her and not their. I know we commonly make this mistake, but it's not correct in formal English. Case 1, if you have something like everybody knows their name and everybody knows his or her name, which is correct? This is correct, right? This is wrong and this is correct. So you don't say everybody knows their name, but you say everybody knows his or her name. So the object that is used when everybody is the subject is his or her and not their. Do you understand that? Are we together? Now, the third rule here is mandative subjunctive concord. It states that when recommendation, you are recommending someone, when recommendation, resolution, demand, wish, suggestion, or prayer is involved in a sentence, the verb you are to use must be plural, regardless of whether the subject is singular or plural. Do you understand that? So when you are demanding for something, the verb should always be plural, whether the subject is singular or plural. If you are wishing for something, the verb should always be what? Plural. Do you get that? For example, let's look at this first case. I pray to God. Remember, prayer is involved. I pray to God. Pray here, is it singular or plural? Pray, is it singular or plural? Plural, right? Because praise is singular, is it not? Now, I here, is it singular or plural? I is singular, right? So it's supposed to go with singular verb, is it not? But since it's a prayer, the verb must be what? Plural. Regardless of if the subject is singular or plural. So it is right to say I pray to God and not I praise to God. In fact, it's sounding some I praise to. You can imagine. But this is singular, this is singular. But because it's a prayer, it will go with say a plural verb, pray. Now look at the third case. It has been recommended that he go. Recommendation is involved. The he here, is it plural or singular? Singular, right? Now go. Is go singular or plural? It's plural, right? Goes, singular. Go, plural. But since it is a recommendation, we use the plural verb go and not goes. So it is wrong to say it has been recommended that he goes. It's wrong because it's a recommendation. So you must have plural verb. Next thing there, we demand she pay our money. This is a demand. We demand she. She here, is it plural or singular? Singular, right? Pay, is it singular or plural? Pay, is it singular or plural? Plural, right? So she, singular, pay, plural. So this is correct because it is a demand. So when going with a demand, you use a plural verb. So it is wrong to say we demand she pays our money. We demand she pays our money. It's wrong because it's a demand, and demand will always go with plural verb. Do you understand that? So you know how to use it in sentences.